I'm going to do a little bit more of a high-level overview of the cyber world because I think it's important to understand who we're dealing with, what type of companies we're dealing with, and I say companies because it's not guys with hoodies in a basement that are attacking you. It's full-blown businesses that are going after you. And so I'm gonna spend time talking about that overarching model that is cyber. I'm not trying to sell with fear or do fear. You guys know about risk. Everybody in the oil business knows about risk. You deal with risk every day. And this is a business risk like any other. And I encourage you as you're listening today, don't think of it as tech, so much of it is just risk. And risk can be mitigated, risk can be remediated. That's kind of my hope today as I'm talking is not one of, oh crud, we're screwed, more of if you prepare and you work properly towards preparation, you can protect yourself quite a bit. Just to set the stage, 88% of attacks are human error, people. That's someone clicking on something and giving access to the bad guys to the network. 88% is a high number. I'm a big proponent of training and cyber testing for your employees. You know about our cyber training and testing at Termo. It's a great thing to do. 43% of attacks are small and medium-sized businesses. I think a lot of people have a misconception that it's big businesses that are the primary target, and that is not the case. In fact, the big boys have so much prevention and they can spend so much money on prevention. They're very, very hard targets to go after. And in comparison, smaller businesses do not have the revenue to be able to support the high-end technologies that can protect. And so they're a much easier target to go after. 60% of the businesses that get attacked go out of business within 1 year. And that is an FBI statistic, and I believe it's highly underrated or underrepresented. Very few people tell the FBI that they've been hacked. People are embarrassed, they don't want their competitors to know, and they try and keep it on the down low. A lot of people think that number's closer to 80. 80% of the businesses that get hit go out of business within a year. Scary statistic. In 2024, in just the US, $16.5 billion in losses. And to give you an idea, we're talking about Myanmar and Armenia have less of a gross domestic product than that. So they're making more money than a lot of small countries make in a year. The reality of the situation. We're not dealing with people sitting in a basement with a hoodie on and some kid doing little scripts on a laptop. We're dealing with, on the right there, sophisticated businesses that have CEOs and CFOs and COOs that have R&D teams, that have operational teams that are deploying ransomware. We're talking the sophisticated of sophisticated businesses. The whole ecosystem from selling, they'll get an attack and they'll find a company that's vulnerable, and they may decide, the hacking ring may decide, I don't want to deal with that, I'm going to sell it to another hacker. There's a whole secondary market that goes on. I mean, it's just crazy. Just don't be thinking that you're going up against somebody in a basement, because that's not the case. The key thing that the hackers have is unlimited time, unlimited funds. Think of that $16.5 billion of loss. That's a lot of money to spend on learning how to hack and going after them. And they have no consequences. No one is going after someone in Myanmar or Latvia or those places and trying to get rid of the hackers and lock them up. In fact, many times those governments are complicit in the propagation of the cyber attacks. So a cyber attack ring will have to pay taxes to the government in order to operate. So there's no one going after them. The FBI does a good job in the United States, but very few of the hacking rings that are going after us are in the United States. Most of them are internationally based. You're going up against companies that have names. Ralph's Termo was attacked by Alpha V and Black Cat. There's another one called Anonymous. You've probably seen that one in the newspapers. But the nation states are also at play here. It's not just private hacking rings that are going. So North Korea, China, Russia, Iran, they all have huge hacking programs that the government supports. And in the oil industry, I believe you're kind of straddling the two worlds, right? You're a critical infrastructure, and so in a bad situation, a nation state could decide to attack you. And there's also people just trying to do it from a dollar standpoint. So it's unfortunately you've got the most sophisticated of the sophisticated, the nation states, that could be going after you as well. So that's kind of a bummer, you know. Both sides, you're getting it from both ends there. It's not good.